Hello and welcome to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie and I'm joined by Tottenham. How are you?
Yes, good, my friend, good.
Good. Today we've got big transfer news from when I was in Porto last Saturday speaking to a person who works in the club at City. He said the Jack Grealish deal is done and it will happen this summer. We'll go to you now, Tottenham. This will be a great signing for City. Do you think he'll make a massive difference for us?
I do, yeah, because the way Pep plays going forward is going to be a lot of, because if he can't secure a striker for the right price, who's got the right attributes, I'm convinced that he's going to be quite happy to still keep playing this false nine and in between, the likes of Foden and Grealish, and all the other midfielders and forward line you've got. That for me would be a real big plus to your squad. There's no doubt about that. He can. We know he's a baller. Like watching him last night in that game was exciting because I just thought, you know what, wow, we looked as a team like we were hungry to get the ball forward quickly, and I think that's what draws me to the conclusion that we're probably going to play 4-3-3 in this tournament most of the time.
Yeah.
But I think Grealish is going to be a great asset to Man City, and it's worrying for us obviously because the Chelsea thing for me is still a bit of an unknown because I just still firmly believe that last season was a bit of a kind of free run.
Yeah,
it was a bit of a free run for the team there, and we'll only find out in the first 5 games. I would say for Chelsea will tell us if they win their first 5 games. Then I'm gonna be worried for everyone else because for me that'll mean that they are just gonna, But if they don't and they start drawing and dropping points and things start looking like they're not quite working here and not working there, then that could be a false dawn for Chelsea, and he may have to wait until the sort of middle of the season before he can start to get, if he does bring in new talent, to get them to gel. But for Pep, with Grealish, I see Grealish just stepping straight into that team, just doing his thing. If he gets them specific instructions off Pep, he's an intelligent enough player to be able to, to just, in my opinion, to quickly adapt.
Yeah.
And we know he can score a goal as well. So if he was in a forward line, would you pick him over Sterling on the left?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Exactly.
Sterling's not had a great year for us, and
this is it. And for me, that's the thing, is the competition for Sterling now, because Sterling's now going to be thinking, oh shit, what do I do? Do I want to leave? Do I want to try and force a move, or do I want to stay at this club under this great manager? So hopefully, for the sake of England as well, because we've got the World Cup next year, you'd hope that Sterling will want to stay and sort of battle for his place and improve more. He's got so much ability and talent, but he's just lacking in certain key areas, which for me, if he was to sharpen them areas up, like for example in the final, that pass, if that first touch would have been better, he would have been an on goal and no doubt scored.
Yeah.
And that, for me, if you would have scored first, that would have been the end of that. You would have won it. But you know what? Yeah, that last bit and gone now, that's history. You've got to the final. That is something you've not done before.
Yeah.
Certainly something you're going to do again. going forward. Definitely, most definitely. Anthony Herbert, big up, Anthony. So for me, I think Grealish would be absolutely, and it will be a fabulous addition to that squad at City. And next season, this is why I'm so intrigued to see the win, because there's only really the only two teams for me that you can say are going to have a really good season no matter what is Liverpool and Man City.
Yeah.
Just simply because of what they've done in the past few years between them. Liverpool are going to have players back. They may sign one or two. So it's an unknown for United. I've got to admit that it's a bit of an unknown because the Sancho deal, if that happens, brilliant. Is he going to flop? Who knows? We just don't know. So
yeah,
they're the only two really that I can sort of say I would sort of put any money on if I was forced to put 50 quid on the two teams. I'd pick them two teams. You know what I mean? And then, like I say, the Chelsea one, I think that was a bit of a false dawn, and I don't see them going into like some kind of crazy run and just going on and winning the Premier League next season. I don't see it. So, you know what? Next season is going to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'd love to see a 3 or 4 way race for the title. That'd be fantastic to do a 2012 with about 4 teams, all going down to goals scored, goals against. Fucking, wow, how exciting it'd be to the last bastard kick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody waiting on tender ups or whatever you call them, centre ups, oh god, it'd be amazing. I don't want to see a team just sort of run away with it like you did again.
Yeah.
But I do. I also say about with the Champions League. You know what? The Champions League, but the league is what it's about. That's what proves you as a great team. That's the thing. That's because it's the hardest league in the world. We know that. So to win it, you know what? You're still the champions of England. You've won loads and loads of trophies. This edition of Jack Grealish for me is just gonna. It's like polishing the edges even more. You're gonna be such a fucking force next season. Especially if, because we can't rule it out, if Haaland is really wanting to move and his agent and his father are sort of happy to take into consideration the times we're living in at this moment when it comes to valuations and Dortmund, then you know what? It could be a case of a bit of a battle between Chelsea and Man City to get this Haaland, but will Pep? I don't think Pep will want to break the bank, will he?
No.
What do you think?
I think with Grealish, if we get Grealish, I reckon that'd be about between 60 and 80 million, potentially. So I don't think he'd buy Grealish and spend over 100 million for Haaland or Kane. But with these sources, he also mentioned Haaland or City haven't decided on whether to choose Haaland or Kane, but they're confident one of them will come to City next season. But
well, there you go. Then for me, if the finances allow it, that's all you need, isn't it? Grealish and Haaland, or Grealish and Kane. Because fucking hell, mate, just imagine that. I mean, Jesus Christ, you play fucking Grealish. All right, let's just try and build that midfield up then. So, Grealish.
We've got this. So, this.
Yeah, let's have a look.
This at the moment is our squad depth. So you got Edison and Stefan, Zinchenko, Mendy at left back. Yeah. Right back, you got Cancelo and Walker, two world class right backs.
Yeah, qualities.
Diaz, Stones, Laporte at centre back with Ake, Fernandinho, Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Gundogan, players coming through the academy like There's Tommy Doyle, Cole Palmer. They're two really good talents. You've got on the right Mahrez, Ferran Torres. On the left, you've got Foden, Sterling. Up front, Jesus, Delap. So it's strong, I've got to say. There's links next season that Delap will go out on loan to the Championship. We'll go to you now. Go on.
That'll be a good thing for it to get these youngsters out into some real full-on, in-your-face, week-in, week-out football, learning, applying what they've learned at the club. So for me, that I like that setup as well. By the way, this is what I will be setting up my Man United team in FIFA as is the 4-1-2-3. This for me, that's the thing. You've got a player like Fernandinho, or even Rodri for that matter, in that position right there, and you've got this 5 will be 7 when you put Zinchenko or Walker as well, moving up the field. Shit. So there, who do you? So you take Foden from that side, and you put.
I can see Foden playing on the right more next season.
Yeah.
With him cutting in on his left foot. Grealish
I think he should play for England on the right.
Yeah, Grealish doing the same for City with going in on from the left onto his right foot. So we've got Stephen now.
Big up, Stephen.
I'll go to you now, mate. Do you think Grealish would be a brilliant signing for City?
If this happens, everyone in the Premier League will just hand in the title now.
Yeah, no, that's what I've just been saying more or less.
I'll just give up.
Because do you imagine that, Stephen, be fucking Grealish on the left, put Foden on the right? I mean, fucking hell. And Harry Kane or Haaland up front.
Forget about it.
Yeah, telling you, forget about it.
You get Grealish over here.
2 ticks.
You get Foden on the right.
Charlie, you're teasing with this, man, honestly.
With either Haaland or Kane.
Oh, get out of here, man.
And then you've got on the bench, you get you get Jesus or Torres. You get Mahrez. There we go.
We're good.
Look at that squad there. With the signing of Haaland or Kane, you've got Jesus or Torres to come in to replace him. You can get Torres out on the right. You can get Mahrez on the right.
And this is what FFP was supposed to stop.
Folding over to the left. You could also see Grealish more centrally. Could see Foden more centrally as well. There's just endless possibilities with this.
Good.
So, with you, Stephen, you have got a tendency now of bottling transfers after Buendia is going to Villa. So
Edward's not coming to Arsenal either.
Yeah, he's going Leicester. So this must infuriate you that you've got owners like the Cronkies who won't back the manager, won't bring in signings.
Fuming at me. I just get bored of it now. I'm done with it. And people send me like it's negative or find me a positive. There is no positive. We're done. Might as well not bother anymore. Might as well not bother. I might as well pack it in and just watch the F1. You know what I mean?
Hamilton did bottle it yesterday, but
he did bottle it.
He did. Right.
No, he didn't. He hit a switch. That turned the brakes off. He turned the rear brakes off. because where you're sitting in the car, if you turn the steering wheel, you can easily hit the steering wheel with your leg because where you're sitting, because you're leaning back like that, and your legs are coming up like that. So your legs can easily hit the steering wheel. And he's just knocked a switch that's turned the rear brakes off. So that's not his fault.
We're also linked with losing Benjamin Mendy and bringing in Nuno Mendes from Sporting Lisbon, which is another option for a left back. Got Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo in midfield. I'm just double checking. Can bring in Doyle or Palmer from the academy.
So where did this source come from?
Someone who works in the club. I don't know if he wants to be named, so I'm not naming him just in case he don't want to. But it is someone who works in the club. Yeah, so that's our potential squad depth for next season. You got Ederson and Stefan, Zinchenko, Nuno Mendes, 3 centre-backs, Diaz, Stones, Laporte, Cancelo and Walker, Fernandinho and Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Gundogan, Doyle, Palmer, Grealish, Foden, Mahrez, Torres, Sterling, Haaland, Kane, Jesus. It's scary. It must be scary for rival fans.
I'm not even scared anymore, man. Tell me what was. There's nothing. It couldn't get any worse, could it? So.
We got a few live comments here by Anthony. We're getting Ruben Neves from Wolves. That'd be a good signing. Do you see Ruben Neves going to Arsenal, Stephen?
I don't see anyone going to Arsenal, man. They all said it was nailed on Basuma and Bonilla. They all said it was nailed on, done.
Yeah.
If Ruben Neves is Ruben Neves taking crack? Someone answer me. Is he actually taking crack? Because that's what I think. He must be stupid.
Got another comment here from Chelsea fan. Big up Charlie, Stephen, and Tottenham. You. Big up yourself, mate. So, yeah, this is potential squad depth for next season. Do you see any City players leaving with the likes of Grealish coming in? Potentially Haaland and Kane as well.
He'll probably leave. What's the need for him?
Topman, you said it before. I don't know if he will, to be honest, because he's getting coached by the best manager in the world. So I don't know if he'd want to.
Yeah, but it's not about him being coached by the best manager in the world. It's all about whether you're playing every week. And if he ain't playing every week, then it's not going to help him, is it?
No.
Get this bloody shirt off. Actually wear a shirt that's actually winning things.
Yeah. I think this defence is spot on, really. I think Mendy will leave in the summer. There's rumours Bernardo Silva wants to leave. I don't think that will happen, to be honest with you. Also, you got Gundogan, he'll stay, I reckon. Foden, Mahrez, I reckon they'll both stay. Jesus and Torres, I think they'll both stay as well because Aguero obviously left this summer. With Haaland and Kane, they're probably the best 2 replacements for Aguero. Would you agree with that, Stephen?
Yeah. I mean, who else could you go for, really?
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, I'd pick that any day.
Mm. Yeah, and with Grealish, personally, I think a striker's more important for us this summer, but I'm not complaining if we sign Jack Grealish. Anthony said, so instead of buying at the moment, Arsenal should get rid of players. So we would have to buy. Then he's got to. Would you agree with that, Stephen?
What's the point? We can't even sell him. We can't even sell Xhaka for 10 million fucking quid. What does that tell you?
Mm.
People are saying that we should sell him. Well, tell us how.
Yeah.
No? No one can give us an actual answer to how we're going to actually sell these players.
Pack.
Right. We've got a talk. The potential squad depth for next season. So you got Edison and Stefan, Cancelo, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Laporte, Zinchenko. We're potentially getting Nuno Mendes from Sporting Lisbon, decent young left back from Portugal. Fernandinho, Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Gundogan, Tommy Doyle, Cole Palmer, Grealish, Sterling, Foden, Mahrez, Haaland or Kane. We're definitely not getting both. Haaland or Kane, and Jesus and Torres. Scary.
Just the prospect of it is quite ridiculous. And you know what? I think you've got there the potential for Pep to, change it up regularly and still keep everybody happy.
Imagine this creativity. You got Fernandinho from deep. You got Cancelo going into midfield. Zinchenko goes into midfield. De Bruyne, Gundogan, Foden, Grealish, Mahrez.
There's goals everywhere.
All passing
There's
to
goals.
Haaland or Kane.
There's goals from De Bruyne, Gundogan, Foden,
I'd
Grealish.
rather Haaland than Kane because Kane keeps dropping deep. To be honest.
Well, I think that's what I think he would prefer. Kane, I think, would play well in a false nine position. So rather than Kane being up there, he just drops back online to be the.
I think he's been doing that because Tottenham are shit and he doesn't get the ball. To be honest. So.
Yeah, like I said before, I think for everybody else, including Chelsea, because like I say, Chelsea are a bit of a. I think it was a bit of a false dawn for Chelsea. I don't think they're going to just start romping the league next season from the off. That's going to be down to Liverpool and Man City to be the front runners. There's no doubt about that. And what are the chances of Liverpool or City once they get going, sort of letting it slip? No.
Don't say that. If Chelsea get the right players in, we just up there then.
Well, we don't know that though yet, Stephen, because
just as good.
Yeah, but listen. Yeah, but when I said last time, like now it's a case of go. Don't worry about it. Go, just go out and try your best and have a bit of fun with it. It's great. But right now, it is. You must. There's a big difference. It's on Tuchel now. It is a must to go out and challenge seriously for that Premier League, challenge seriously for the FA Cup, challenge seriously again to keep hold of the European Cup and every other cup. That's a different mindset altogether. That will mess with his decision making. As soon as a player starts not doing things, letting the team down, it's going to start making changes. It's going to make players unhappy. It's going to honestly, I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I really don't. I think it's going to take him, and it's going to take him at least half a season to work it out properly, to get a consistent 11 that are going to be, as long as they're fit, playing. I don't see it just going straight off from winning the Champions League, going in and just tear assing through the league. No way. Not happening. And Arsenal, I mean, we've got to remember here that the advantage Arsenal have, hold on, the advantage Arsenal have over Chelsea and Tottenham, well, forget Tottenham, but over Chelsea is Arteta's now had that time last season. Going into this season, you just don't know. Hold on, what did I say to you over there about positivity? Because you can't change it now. He might actually get the team playing a brand of football that does actually grind out a result. Because look at the run you went on near the end of the season. So you just don't know that. You just don't know that. So you know what? Yeah, it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting.
It's not going to get
season.
the same result out of the same players. Simple as that.
Well, we don't know that yet, mate.
Everyone wants to go, no one wants to come in.
Well,
simple as that.
Because your club are shit.
Well, yeah. It's the joking now. It is. So, who wants? I mean, Neves is.
No, not the club. Hold on. Let's correct that. It's not the club that's shit. It's the team.
Yeah.
At the moment, the team are shit, right?
The club is shit. How's it run?
Well, yeah, but you know what?
Well, the club's shit then, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It's still a big club. It's not run properly.
Not the biggest club in London anymore.
Like I said, you can't do nothing about that. It doesn't matter if you've got 500,000 bastard fans outside the Emirates. Cronkies are in America. They don't give a fuck. He's just sat there. He's like, yeah, God, you're giving us great publicity for the brand name. Brilliant, great. You don't care. He don't give two fucks. He's got his plan. He's going to stick with his plan. So all you can do as an Arsenal fan, in my opinion, like us at United, is you've got to go with the flow, mate. Just hope for the best. Simple as that. And support whatever manager is in there, because there ain't not been no changes. You know, there just ain't in it. Like
no way.
The same. No, you don't have to support him, but you've just got to hold your hands up and say, right, okay, then listen, Mikel, fucking prove me wrong then. And you're waiting now for him to prove you wrong. And if after the first 10 games you've only accrued about fucking 12 points or something, then you say, oh, what did I say?
To be fair, I asked him to prove me wrong for that freaking Europa League. Who do we play in the Europa League that was any good? Who?
No,
tell me.
Yeah, but he tried something different and it backfired.
The only reason we got to semi-finals is because we played teams that are shit. When it's not we played AC Milan or Roma, we played teams that were shit. Right? Simple as that. Right? If we played against AC Milan and Roma, we would have got bent over. Right? I had the opportunity to prove me wrong there to at least get into a final. You couldn't even do that.
Yeah, but hold on, let me just say this. Let me say this. You beat Man United.
But it's like I said, if we got a manager in when Tuchel came in, we would have won the Europa League. I'm not saying it would be Tuchel, but any other manager, would have won that league, would have won the Europa League.
We don't know that. Oh, we can't.
Yeah, I do know that.
There's the percentage of possibilities point to the fact that you might have, but it's not a guarantee. Never is a fucking guarantee.
Well,
look at City with Pep in the final.
We would have.
Well, you know,
if you went on United's run in the Europa League, you would have got knocked out in the round of 32 against Real Sociedad.
Well, there you go, because we were struggling against Benfica in the round of 32. Benfica, I'm not nothing against Benfica, mate. If Christian Oliveira is watching this, right? Sorry, mate, but it's nothing against you, man. Benfica are shit this season.
They're not shit, but they're not great.
They're not great. They're not great. It's not the best Benfica side I've ever seen. It's not the Benfica side that won the European Cup. Let's put it that way. And yet we couldn't even beat them. He literally had to throw on Willian and hope for the best. It's not like he had a game plan to try and change it. This guy has got no sense of what's going on. Right? Sorry. This is why no player that has been offered at Arsenal when it looked like a done deal, that's Bissouma, when I'm talking about, and Buendia, they look to be set to come to Arsenal. Why not? Because they've got a club that's run by a bunch of pricks. right? They don't care.
Let's be honest now,
They've got an owner that
Stephen.
doesn't care, and they've got a manager who hasn't got a clue what he's doing. And they're like, do we want to be under that manager? Really?
At the minute, Aston Villa are a more attractive club than Arsenal.
That's the thing. They've got actually a manager who's actually done something.
At the moment, that is. So, realistically, Stephen, who do you see Arsenal getting this summer now?
It could be anyone. Anyone that's dumb enough. Honestly, for the sake of their careers, I just wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother. Just for the sake of your career. Because all we're going to do is ruin you.
Yeah. Go to you now, Talk. Do you think Arsenal will carry on going down the table, or do you reckon this is just a period where they're struggling and they'll get back to their usual selves, finishing fourth? Talk.
One sec. I was just listening to a voicemail. One sec. What did you ask me?
I asked do you think Arsenal will carry on falling down the table or eventually get back?
No, I don't see. You can't listen. You've got there is a mentality at the club, whether Stephen likes it or not, right? There is one there, right? There is a philosophy. He's had that season now, Mikel. He's surely he's intelligent enough to learn from his mistakes. Whatever players you manage to get rid of, any players that you manage to bring in, you're not going to get any worse. No way. You can only improve from this point onwards. And that's why I'm saying, let's see what happens at the start of the season. Because for me, I think you've got enough there, and Mikel's got enough in his locker just about to get you to grind out results, whether it be a 1-0 or whether it be not getting beat, which is obviously, that's what you really want, isn't it? Let's have it right. That's what you need to get up to them European places. That's the goal for this season coming. I can't see you getting dropping any further down the table. No way. Don't see it. And I'll clip this as well. By the way, anybody who's watching this now, clip this and let's look back at this in what's August, September, October, November, December. I'll tell you what, the Boxing Day game, Stephen, I'm going to get Charlie to replay this. And I'm going to say now, on Boxing Day, I'm going to put Arsenal on. I'm going to put Arsenal in 6th place on Boxing Day.
We will do our Premier League predictions at some point, probably after the Euros, but before the start of the season. We can talk about it then. But you just said that. Personally, I think it's a bold statement.
What, for Arsenal to be 6th at Christmas?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't listen. I can't. They play. Listen, you got. It's all right having a bit of fun and a bit of banter and everything else. But when if you're talking seriously, if you're seriously talking football, then I'm just going off of what I said before Mikel Arteta went on that run. I said the only way he'll keep his job is if he goes on a run. What did he do? He went on a run. Then you go, okay. No. Wait. You can have your turn in a minute. No.
Let him finish.
You can wait. Get that sock that Anthony sent you and stick it in your gob for a second. Right, that run that you went on, right, then that showed me that, all right, you can actually get the team to play a certain brand of football here to get results. So for me, I don't see you getting any worse. And I'm going to stick to that 6th at Christmas. Let's see where we are then. And we're going to play this back. And if I'm right and you're wrong, 50 quid.
I don't think I have the facilities for that, big man.
Because Stephen didn't say anything. He's like that now, going, 50 quid, fuck that. Forgive him.
Do you know the circumstances of that run?
Come on then.
No pressure, FC. You can't handle the pressure.
Yeah, but listen.
Every time he had pressure on him, he had the pressure on him in the semi-final. What did he do? I ain't going to be Pep.
He won the FA Cup last season. You can't say no pressure, FC.
Yeah, and then what happened? And what happens now? He now starts acting like Pep, that he's the fucking Grand Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
Seriously.
tried something. Hold on. He tried something different. He thought,
Oh
you know
my
what? He
God.
had. Hold on. Wait a minute. He put faith in that team, right? They let him down. Didn't work. That's something he's
He-
going to learn from.
To be
He put
fair,
faith
about
in
it.
a kid to play a
to be-
false nine position he's never done in his life.
to be fair to Stephen, Arteta did do something stupid in a big game, which Pep has done this season.
Yeah.
So
He
it is
played a
the
false nine. He played a false nine with a kid who's never done it in his life. Of course, he's going to fail. And then he did it again in the next game, in the second leg. Like he didn't learn his lesson. But everyone says he does learn. Yeah, right. He hasn't learned his lesson at all. He hasn't learned his lesson all fucking year. He only started learning his lesson when everything was out the fucking window. He finally realised his plan didn't work.
we'll do this now.
Sorry.
Just quickly. We're just gonna do a potential Arsenal team next season between the.
Oh, God. Is he on mute? Is he on mute?
Charlie, can't hear you.
He's cut out.
You're muted, Charlie. Oh,
Okay.
He'll come back in. Oh, yes, Bargav's in the chat. Yes, big up Bargav Condetti, man.
Big up, boy.
Charlie looking like a proper schoolboy. Every move is going to be criticised. Just pick someone to do a job. Neves to Arsenal would be nice. This seriously happening.
Yeah, we also said that about Bundy and Missoula.
Well, you gotta just listen. What you
That's
make
what I
your
said. I don't believe it until it's written and unless he signs the contract.
you make your final judgment after the window's closed. Still open for a long time yet.
Bargav, we need to talk about transfers and certain guests.
But is Charlie's mic working yet?
I haven't got a clue.
Amateur. I thought he was a pro, Charlie. Well,
No, it's amateur over here. I don't see
Amateur
it.
FC.
Why? Jacko wants to go. Bye, Mr. Woody. Don't want him. William wants to go. Bye, Mr. Woody. Right? Fucking idiot. How about little short ass just piss off back to where he comes from?
Who?
Right? William. Can't stand him. I can't stand him.
Well,
He's making 200 grand a week out of my football club. Right? You're a Chelsea agent. Why don't you go fuck off back to West London?
no, it's not working, Charlie.
It's not working. It's not working, man.
What's he done?
I don't know. Did his mic run out of battery power?
He's
Not into Duracell.
done a pep, bottled it at the last minute.
He's bottled it in the last match.
Can you hear me?
back,
Yay!
Yeah.
He's done a Hamilton into turn one.
So basically, I've messed with all the settings. None of it changed. So all I did was unplug the mic and plugged it back in, and suddenly we're working again.
I know technology. It's fucking crazy, man.
I know it's a bit like Verstappen's son Tyler for you, isn't it?
Mate, Hamilton fucked it up as well.
No, he didn't. He hit the fucking switch.
So he fucked it up.
No, he
fucked
didn't.
it up.
He didn't mean to hit the switch.
Hey, wait a minute. What's the magic button? What's that all about?
What?
What's that magic button thing that they're on about?
Magic, but no. Basically, what happened was where you lay in a car, in the F1 car, your knees and your legs are very close to the steering wheel. So it's all tightly compact, so it fits to you. So you're very easily, you can very easily as you're turning or trying to adjust anything, you're about to hit. You could hit a switch on a steering wheel. And what's happened is they've hit the switch, which turns off the rear brakes. So he's brake normally thinking he's going to have the rear brakes to go into the corner, right? So he looks proper measured, but obviously he's locked up because he's got no rear brakes. He's locked all the fronts and gone straight on.
Yes, big up Miss Molina.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Hamilton played it safe title. Will be no. It's round 6. It's round 6. It's got 23 races. Come on.
Let's get back to Arsenal. Arsenal.
Yeah, so we were gonna do this.
Oh God.
Potential team for next season. We'll start with goalkeeper and start with you, Stephen. I don't know if Leno's staying or going, but
This is like Matt Ryan.
Is he more likely to stay or leave?
Nah, Matt Ryan. If he's not going to want to be here, leave him.
Matt Ryan. And then we'll go to you now, talking you. Right back, you've got Bellerin. I think he's leaving this summer, so it's I don't see Max Aaron's going to Arsenal, to be honest with you. So would you say Cedric is the favourite to be Arsenal's right back next season?
Well, if nobody else comes in, then yeah. Is there any other players for that position?
Stephen.
Who's Salguero? Who's Lopez Salguero?
Chambers, but no, don't want him there either.
Make sure to get what you do next season if you're an Arsenal fan in the chat as well. We'll go back to you, Stephen. I'm guessing it's Tierney for left back.
Oh yeah, it's got to be Tierney for left back.
Yeah, that goes without saying, doesn't it?
Well, no. Knowing Arteta, he'll put Chambers at left back.
No,
he's that stupid.
Centre backs now. We'll do one each. We'll go to you first. Talk. Gabriel, is he definitely in there next season for Arsenal?
Probably, yeah. Gotta be on it.
Stephen, who would you go with the other one?
Louise.
Leaving.
Marie.
Oh, leaving?
No, David Luiz is leaving.
David Luiz is leaving.
Right.
No, Saliba.
Do you see him playing?
He better fucking do if Arteta's job's depending on it.
So you go for Saliba. Midfield now. We'll go to you again, Stephen. Is Guendouzi coming back or is he permanently leaving?
He's going. He doesn't like him. Which is a fucking idiot. I'd rather keep the Guendouzi and get rid of Arteta.
So who would one of your midfielders be next season?
Well, Partey's definitely one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see
El Nene?
Do you see Arsenal bringing in Ruben Neves in the summer or no?
Don't know yet. Don't know what to believe. I'd say will it?
I mean, I can see. It's still a bit of a draw for players, isn't it? You know, the Arsenal. So, if the negotiations are dealt with correctly, and he's got the desire to go there, I think, yeah. But if he's got his eyes on somewhere else and he's looking at Arsenal as a plan B type of a situation, then no, because other clubs will want it, won't they? But it's not going to be any of those. It's not going to be Liverpool. It's not going to be United. It's not going to be Chelsea. It's not going to be Man City. So I don't see it being Spurs. So if they make the move for him, then surely he's going to pick Arsenal actually over any other team who's apart from who I've just mentioned. Where else would he go to? All right, I know this guy's gone to Villa, but why that? You know what? That will tell its own tale in time, Steve. And you know, because what is that like a magic? Is he like a magic player that's going to all of a sudden have Villa challenging or something next season? No. So it's all right having assets and positions, but if the actual management and coaching and the formation and everything else isn't right, it doesn't matter what you've got. Simple as that.
So you think it's going to be El Neni in there next to Thomas Partey next season? So
Or Caballos.
I think he's leaving. Ceballos is leaving.
He's gone.
Yeah, go El Neni then.
No.
We'll go.
Nope.
Who do you think then, Stephen?
I'll put Willock in there.
He's not going to play. He'll go
I'd
to
rather him over. Would you rather?
He'll go to Newcastle permanently.
Yeah, knowing them, like, I'll put it permanently because it's stupid. There you go.
So we'll put Willock in there then. Alright.
Why not give him a chance?
We'll go to the right hand side now and go to you, Stephen. It's got to be Saka, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, it has to be.
Yeah. Or it could be Pepe on the right and maybe Saka on the left, or would you play Saka on the right?
Saka on the right.
Right. Tottenham, who would you go for on the left? Nicholas Pepe?
Yeah.
Or...
He's a star signing. He's just, whatever it is you paid for him in the end. He's you've got to pick that. Who's the cam?
Smith Rowe, Stephen?
Well, yeah, he ain't going to be fucking Buendia now, is it?
Striker's got to be Obama.
And Aubameyang up front, did you say, Tot?
Yeah, got to be on it.
No.
Why not? Sell him. He's just had a new contract last season. You can't sell him.
Okay, should have sold him last season.
Well, they ain't going to sell him, so you're stuck with him. Put him in, Charlie.
No, sell him.
Who would you put off him?
Why would Lacazette?
Nah. No, Alba's better than Lacazette.
Alba does not fit the style if Arteta wants to play. If you want to keep Arteta in this job, he better not start. Because he does not fit how he wants to play. Lacazette is more suited to way Arteta wants to play. If you want me to back Arteta, you put Lacazette up front. It's the only way it makes sense. Every time he plays Aubameyang, he's lost. Does not get involved.
Well, actually, Anthony Herbert said Ryan, Suarez, Gabriel,
Murray, Tierney, Partey, Neves, Saka, Smith Rowe, Pepe, Lacazette.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much what I said.
Okay, swapping for Lacazette.
Neves, isn't it?
Swapping for Lacazette. Keep Stephen happy.
He's going to cry if we don't do this. We might
he will when they get relegated next season.
I'm still recovering from the start.
You're looking forward to Luton away next season?
Yeah, I know. It's going to be brilliant, isn't it?
Luton away in the Championship. Here we go. Off to Stoke away. Yay.
Oh, fuck Stoke.
Stoke's a great team, mate. They're fucking great, mate.
Right?
They were great under Pulis, mate.
The dirty bastards, all of them.
I know.
Horrible club.
It's Stoke City. What do you expect?
Horrible club. I'm sorry.
Long ball. The
What's funny is we'll get them in the FA Cup, and I'll need a Stoke fan.
For
a preview.
Are you looking forward to Coventry away? What a trip!
Yeah, I haven't been to Coventry for a while.
Get a sense of Coventry.
So that's the team. Us three think Arsenal will play next season. You're telling me
that does not get in the top six. The only problem is that the only reason that does not get in the top six, Mikel fucking Arteta.
No, Stephen, that's what I just said. Hold on. That there, if he starts that team next season with the lessons learned from past season, everything else, that there, hold the fucking phone. I ain't even fucking down the number yet.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Stephen, let him talk.
Is a team next season that will grind out results 1-0, 0-0. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, look, if Arsenal get relegated, I'm going to put Stock Athletic.
This club do have a chance, say 1-0 to the Arsenal. So that's what Arsenal do. Grind out results. I will now unmute you, Stephen, so you didn't interrupt Talk Man U.
Yeah. Whatever, right? This is the same side we have got from last season. There is no way Arteta's getting any higher.
Listen, he's had a chance to. He will get some kind of tune out of this team, in my opinion, next season. Obviously, I don't think it's not going to be enough to get you into the kind of challenging positions, but I think there's going to be enough to get in that definitely the top 6 without a doubt. It may be, depending on what happens with other teams, you might. And at the end of the day, really, you should be glad that nobody's even going to be looking at Arsenal next season. So all eyes are going to be on fucking Chelsea.
Yeah, so we don't look at how bad we are.
No, because that's better for the team, isn't it? It's better for the team. They can just get on and do the thing, But
yeah, but but then what happens is when we get anywhere, we get into the top 6, and people say, "Oh, look, we've got a chance to get European spots," and the pressure gets onto you at the end of the season where you need to secure it. Bottle job.
Well, I can't see. I don't know if it happens again. If it does happen again, then obviously, I think that's going to be a time for the board to say, "Okay, look, that's enough. That's enough." So either way, you're going to win, aren't you?
After this season, man. This season's a joke.
Yeah, I know. But hold on a second. Hold on. You're going to get either way. It's going to work out well for you. Either way, if he gets you in the top 6 or even the 4, brilliant. You're happy days. If he doesn't, brilliant. You're happy days because they're going to move him on. They ain't going to go again the season after if he fails this coming season. No way. No chance. So either way, it's a win-win for you for Arteta out all day long.
Maybe I should ask him to lose the next 10 games, so the first 10 games, and that we'll get rid of him early. And we can actually save our season.
And we've just got a tweet from Fabrizio, probably the most reliable transfer guru in the world. So he said Jorginho Wijnaldum has just signed his contract with Paris Saint-Germain. Confirmed and done deal. Medicals pending in the next hours. Then it will be official. Agreement until June 2024. Gini changed his mind yesterday. He's not joining Barca and he's now a PSG player. We'll go.
I wonder what made him change his mind.
I think it's something called Moolah.
Yes.
We'll go to you first, Talk. Is this a good signing for PSG?
It's an addition. I'd say it's just an addition to the squad. I don't see it making him world beaters or anything. Do you? I mean,
no.
He's not. He does his role. He did his role at Liverpool. He did what he did, but I don't see him. This is just a bit of this is just like a bit of backup, really, isn't it? To be fair. And yeah, I mean, the PSG for me, to be honest with you, right now, are in a bit of a. I don't see Poch staying there beyond the first month, 2 months of the next season. I don't see it working out for him. Just don't. And I think there's going to be a bit of a merry-go-round manager-wise there because they lost what they will now be understanding is what they lost in Tuchel.
Yeah.
But again, having said that, that all hinges on this coming season for Chelsea. And like I just said before, I don't see Chelsea just coming out of the blocks and going and second off with it. No chance.
We'll go to you now, Stephen. Thoughts on this signing for PSG?
It's not exactly your starting 11 signing, is it? There's more squad depth, isn't it? Yeah, PSG are just They're that club that are too good for their league, but too shit for the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not. They've
They're in
not got a.
between.
They've not got the. It's that that kind of. They haven't got that kind
Mentality.
of finesse. The finesse. No, the finesse in the when it's needed. They haven't got it. It's like all or nothing. There's no in between. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you need that finesse to be able to go, you know what? Okay, let's slow the fucking bus down here and let us take the piss and keep the ball. Do it. Argentina 2006 World Cup, I think it was. However many passes it was before Cambiasso scored. I watched that live. I was like, oh my fucking God. It was a thing of beauty. It just bamboozled the fuck out of the opposition. Can't remember who they were playing, but it was a thing of beauty, man. You do that to teams long enough, like I say, you lose concentration, you lose markers, you lose your shape, and then bang. If PSG could do that, in my opinion, they romp the fucking Champions League, but they can't. Like I say, it's fucking fast forward or, you know, and there's no in between. There's no play. There's no play button. It's just fast forward. So, and whether, you know what, it'd be interesting to see if Pochettino can actually bring that play button into, you know, existence at the club. If he can create that kind of sort of attitude amongst the players when to do it, when not to do it.
Game management, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You know.
Go on.
No, go on.
I was going to say, we saw they get impatient as well this season, especially in the Champions League in the semis against us. They were losing at home, get a silly red card because they were getting frustrated. Same happened in the second leg with Di Maria.
I'm going to have to go, guys, because I've got to start my own Back Pages transfer news show, but I was going to mention about Grealish, but we're not getting anyone again, and people tell me to be positive about Arsenal.
Quickly before you go, mate, where can they find you?
You can find me moaning about my club and my state of life and my life on SVT TV. But yeah, having a go at Verstappen all the time. Find that on there. Bantering Red Bull fans. And yeah, just, I mean, the F1's turned into a banter show, trust me, this season. So yeah, come and check in on that. Come and check on the football, and yeah, make sure you subscribe here as well.
Yeah, cheers again for coming on, mate.
No worries, man. Anytime I've got time, I'll definitely come on, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
All right, take care.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Catch you in a bit. Ciao.
Bye.
Arteta in.
Talk. Talk.
Yes.
Can we talk later on the stream? Just talk
about
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Bye.
I'll see you in a
bit. See you in a bit. Ciao. Arteta in. Oh, he's
gone. You got anything else to say on Grealish, on transfers, and Wijnaldum, on Arsenal, on anything we talked about today?
Yeah, just like you said, you know, this Grealish appointment is going to be, it's going to be great for the league. It's just going to, in my opinion, this is what's happening with Liverpool and Man City. You know, you've got to now start looking as a manager, or whatever club you're at, with serious intentions of surviving in the Premier League and actually, you know, improving season on season. You've got to start being braver. You've got to start trusting players, you know, to being able to go out and express themselves and do a job. Otherwise, you know, they're going to be forever just constantly battling, losing players, getting relegated, up and down, yo-yo clubs, you know, and it's gonna actually create a division, I believe, as well, at the top of the league and bottom of the league. It's going to be from like sort of, I don't know, 8th or 9th onwards down are going to be the teams that are just like yo-yoing and, you know, just sort of.
Well, basically Arsenal.
Yeah, not really doing much. And the ones above are going to be the teams who, like Leeds, who are being brave, trusting in their players, giving the players the opportunity to express themselves. This is all about, listen, as you know, you play any kind of sport, you've got to feel like valued. You've got to feel excited. You know, you've got to feel have the verve before the game and during the game, and that all comes from being trusted to do what it is you're good at. You know, you can't. It's like, you know, I don't know, an artist, a great artist. You know, if you said to Van Gogh, right here, here's your favourite pigments and everything, a canvas. What I don't want you to do, all I want you to do is just draw a few lines and a few circles. He's gonna go. He'd be like, oh, what? And he'd be really pissed off when he's doing it. He'd be like, fucking hell, is this what you want me to do? And in the back of his mind, he's thinking, fucking hell, I could be painting a beautiful fucking vase of sunflowers right now, or you know, whatever else. I can't remember his other famous paintings, but you know what I'm trying to get at. You can't suppress natural born talent and ability, because, like I said before, on whatever the stream was, when you play football, especially on the younger talent, there's nothing better than playing fast-paced, attacking football because it's exciting. It gets your adrenaline going.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much better when you start playing drab, boring. Let's defend and try and break shit. No, fuck it. There's 11. You've got 11. They've got 11. Just go out and fucking give it. This is why I've got to give so much praise and credit to Graham Potter, because even with an average, less than average team, I would say, really, he's going out and doing it and trying it. And for me, that's what I think why he would, for me, succeed at a bigger club. I don't see him changing what he does. You know, I think that would be one of the remits, actually. If he does ever go for an interview at a bigger club, he will say, look, if I'm going to take this job, you've got to allow me to do what I do. Don't be suppressing my enthusiasm for the game and my abilities in what I do, you know, because otherwise it's not going to work. So I think the first decent team that comes along and takes him as a manager and goes with his flow are going to do well. I really believe that, because they're really consistent at Brighton in what they do and they play. And again, for me, the benchmark really has to be Leeds, because, you know, playing that system, as you discussed on that stream, which I missed, which I was quoted about, but you know, it's an absolute fucking terrible, scary bastard formation to play against, because you know, as a manager, you know that you got to be like, oh, for fuck's sake, we're gonna have to be on the fucking ball like for 90 fucking, let's say 94 minutes. You've got to be on it. One you lapse once, and that's it. They will just have you. They'll have you. You know, and it's all repetition. And the more that Leeds do it, and the more they play it, the better they're going to get at it. And with the addition of a few players next season, they are going to be a real pain in the arse for a lot of clubs. You know, and it's for me, I think Leeds are definitely in the top 6 next season. No doubt about it. I'm definitely going to say that as well. So this whole stream now, we're going to look back on this in December. And we'll have a look. So I'm going to put Leeds and Arsenal in the top 6 at Christmas. Definitely. What do you say? What say you?
I think Leeds have more ambition than Arsenal. I see Leeds pushing up the table more than Arsenal, to be honest. I think Arsenal will be around 7th or 8th place by Christmas. I think Leeds will be lurking similar to Arsenal, but they'll have ambition, and I think they could push on in the second half of next season.
Yeah. But you know, I mean, for the Arsenal fans, I think, you know, for me, it's, you go, right, okay, look, all right, I want the manager out, but all right, now I know it's not going to happen right now, and we know we're going to start the season with him. So you know what? Okay, my hands are up. I surrender for the moment. I've called a ceasefire, but go and fucking prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Go and prove me wrong. And like I say, if he doesn't, and you, like I say, in the first sort of 15 games or so, he'll only get accrued, I don't know, 10 odd points or whatever, 12 points, then.
Yeah.
That's not good enough. So, you know, I think, but I do see from the way they finished the season last season for Arsenal, the squad that they've got, the lessons obviously that will be Kel's going to learn as a manager, which he has been doing on the job as well. surely he's an intelligent enough geezer. He must have been to be working there alongside Pep. So he's definitely a clever bloke. He's going to learn from that. There's no doubt about that. No two ways about it at all, in my opinion. So I think they've got more than enough to, like I said before, grind out, get results done, get jobs, see games out. If you get a goal, or 2 goals, whatever, just see it out. Manage the game, learn how to manage games, take control, and not lose. That's the key for him, I think, for Mikel going forward. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Transfer window's going to explain a lot as well, I think.
Yeah, and after the Euros, we'll have daily shows talking about transfers. So keeping you updated all throughout the summer. Any final words before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think what I'll say is Kane Grealish thing, Kane Haaland business is going to be really interesting to watch how that pans out because, like I say, for Man City, it's got to be one or the other. I do see Pep actually saying, you know what, he's got enough confidence in his own abilities to bring players on, and I wouldn't be surprised actually if these valuations get ridiculous. Pep saying, don't try and fleece us, get fucked, it's not worth that. I'm going to go and get Danny Ings and turn Danny Ings into a fucking 20, 25 goals a season for the 2 seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even playing him as a kind of false 9 in that kind of setup, just to kind of overflow the midfield, because that's what City are so good at, is outnumbering and just creating. They create space in a phone box. So and then having players like that who can be part of that or take shots and score. So for me, it doesn't really matter. I don't see the Kane or Haaland thing being a rule breaker, a season definer for City next season, because I think Pep will just go, no, okay. If he gets too silly on the fee side of things, no, he will either stick with what he's got, playing the false 9 with Jesus, or Ferran Torres. He could even try playing Ferran Torres up front. Or he will go for a Danny Ings.
Yeah.
But like I say, that's really about it.
Yeah. So before we wrap it up, mate, we got one comment here, and then we'll probably wrap it up. Chelsea fan says Sancho to Man U is happening. Seeing as though you're a United fan, what are your thoughts on Sancho?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot. I've not watched him in the Bundesliga. I've got to be honest. I've not watched him. So a lot of people who have said, "Oh, he didn't have a good season." It's like, yeah, okay. Well, if his mind, he had his head turned last summer, and it all fell apart. So surely that's going to affect him. He's only a kid. You're talking about Manchester United here. So at the end of the day, I don't really read too much into that. If I'm honest with you, I just think if it's happening, brilliant. And for the price, 80 million, yeah, I'm happy with that. I just hope we do get along. A DM as well to go along, even if it was just preferably a centre back like Varane, Rice, Sancho. That'd be fantastic. Or Kunde, Rice, or Varane, Ndidi. We need that number 6 player. We need it badly for Ole to continue with this 4-2-3-1 system that's playing, and hopefully he'll drop the double pivot and play it like it's supposed to be played. And I think up front forward line we've got enough for the moment, to be honest. I mean, Martial, between Martial, Greenwood, Cavani, I know Martial's not a striker, but they're our most potent, I would say, in front of goal. Marcus Rashford's on the periphery of that, I would say. He's got a good few goals for us and stuff, but he's much better on that. He's much better on that left-hand side, isn't he? So yeah, that's my point. That's what I have to say on that.
We just do this quickly before we wrap it up. Just quick time. your preferred Man United team for next season, you can add new signings if you want to. And we'll start starting there. I'm guessing Henderson in goal.
Yeah.
Henderson.
Get Endo in the goal.
Yeah. Right back.
AWB.
Saka. Left back.
Shaw.
Yeah. Centre backs.
Maguire and Varane, probably.
Defensive midfielders.
Well, I only want one.
Oh, are you changing formation?
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't. I don't want like the kind of Fred setup where this trying to play box to box. I would want Declan Rice in there, or Ndidi. So Rice, Bruno, Pogba.
Ooh, that is solid. Messed up there. Anyway,
Left wing Rashford, Marcus. The right wing, obviously, Sancho and Cavani. Now that for me, even played. I mean, if only Ollie would change it for next season and go 4-3-3 like that, would be fucking amazing. I would love that. I would love to see that. But even if not, you can start off as a 4-2-3-1, but you just have to, you just have to sort of move things around a little bit during game. But I think with I don't know. I can't see him though changing it. Can you?
No, I think he'll go 4-2-3-1.
So if he goes 4-2-3-1, put it as a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Would it be like this, preferably next season?
Well, yeah, but you'd have Sancho over on the right, Rashford on the left, Bruno as the creator, Pogba alongside him as a creator. So what would happen is where Rice is Rice will go in front of Maguire and Varane, giving Paul Pogba the license to move forward, and they would then have backup from Wan-Bissaka. Shaw would be backing up Rashford. So Rice is that kind of, like I say, that solid number 6 player who can actually carry the ball forward. He can actually read the game. He can make long passes. He can defend and drop back into a 3 if he needs to. And that between the creativity between Fernandes and Pogba. And in fact, like I say, if you have Wan-Bissaka and Shaw moving up when we're in good possession, Rice can actually move up as well. And get up there, giving Pogba free rein to get up and play amongst the forwards, with Bruno sitting just a little bit further back to be the outball, shall we say, or the recycler, however you want to say it. And with the threat of Sancho and Rashford as well, playing out wide, dragging the defence apart, you've got the likes of Pogba who can steam through, Bruno who could steam through. There's lots of possibilities there, and it's it'd be quite interesting to see that kind of setup. But it all depends on if we can get this centre back pairing right as well, in my opinion. Because if we get that right, it's going to be a big part of what we do next season.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think this team would win the title?
On paper, yeah, you could win the title on paper, but it's keeping everybody fit, because we know we are we have got some depth, but we haven't got the strongest depth. So, you know, I would say we can give it a good go. You know, I'd say we'd give it a good go as long as we do not bottle it against teams that we can go to and put to the sword. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that like we did last season in certain games, West Brom, Liverpool, etc. You know, with Arsenal, I don't want to see us doing that. I want us to be ruthless, absolutely ruthless. Each game, every fucking game, total out and out wallop. Cop for that, and you're having it. We've got enough there between Cavani, Sancho, Rashford, fucking Bruno, and Pogba for goals. They can all score.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Forget about it, man. We could actually do a good challenge next season and actually win a trophy. I don't see why not. And again, that will be more improvement again. If we actually take a team or two other teams to the end, and we either win it or maybe just miss out on goal difference or whatever, and actually win a trophy, we are actually getting better. We're actually improving. So that's how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably wrap it up there. If I don't, do you have anything else to say, or we'll wrap it up?
No, that's it. I'm looking forward to the Man United agenda tonight. If everybody wants to go and tune into that at 8 o'clock tonight, go over and have a look. Find them on YouTube. Will you be popping along, Charlie? Are you playing football?
I've got training. I'll probably tune in when I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah. Where can I find you, mate?
Yeah, you find me on the S50 TV. You find me on Dugout Daily on this channel. Man United Agenda, Football United TV, Rich Sports as well.
Yeah. Cheers for coming on again, mate.
Well, thanks for having me, mate. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you can find me at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. You can find me here at Dugout Daily. Please like, share, subscribe. We're live again tomorrow at 7 for All About Banter. So make sure you tune in for that. That will be an open session if any of you want to come on. Cheers for watching, and we'll see you in a bit.